Hey Fruit Faces, it's Klaireeberry, and I just want to do a quick video with you guys today about soy. I have been on both sides of the soy bandwagon. I've been very vocal about this throughout my video making days here on YouTube. If you go back to the very beginning, I was probably still a little bit anti-soy even in my beginnings because I hadn't done research enough and I was believing kind of some things that have been spinned. I think there's a lot of disinformation. Obviously, you have both sides of the argument trying to push things that help them, so that doesn't help when you have conflicting interests. You have even, anti-vegan people who hate soy. You have like the whole Weston A. Price area that is supposedly like anti-big business, and they did a lot, I think, regarding that. And they're kind of anti-Monsanto and therefore anti-soy, and they also push some kind of misleading things, but also somewhat true, as we're going to discuss in this video. It's a fine line to find the truth, to walk the truth, to keep an open mind enough to not go with your dogma and not just blindly believe what your side is saying. So again, I realize that there's these two polaring sides. Some people are saying soy is great, it's great for you, it's even good for cancer. Some people are saying soy is bad for you and it causes cancer, and if you even think about cancer, you should stay away from it, and all of this stuff. So it's a big deal. And I've been known to post, so let me just go back, because I said at the beginning, when I first went vegan, I was anti-soy. And then slowly I began to learn things that I was like, no, soy is fine. So I slowly started adding soy in to the point where, at one point I was eating a lot of soy and just tofu plain. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do some research about this to make sure again that this is okay to eat this much. And so what I learned at that point was that I wanted to bring it back down, because I didn't think eating over a whole block of tofu over about 5 servings a day was going to be productive for my health, even though it was very convenient. So at this point, I've done even more research, and one of the things that's really opened my eyes, I feel like right now, is the Starch Solution by Dr. John McDougall. Really respect that guy and appreciate him. I am kind of still on Harley Johnston's side to say, okay, well, if you're so against refined carbs, then why are you selling them? Like, that is a question I think that actually should be answered. But overall, I think his advice is really great. He's a very knowledgeable doctor and out there for the right cause. But so I just want to talk about this because, again, it's so difficult to find the actual truth when there's so much misinformation. So you can take it from somebody who has been researching, on and off this subject for over 5 years now. And I always knew, like, right away, one of the things that made me start eating soy again as a vegan was that these tests that they were running, that these Weston A. Price people are supporting, throwing around, those studies, when you look at those studies are all done on, extract, isolate. They're taking something, making it something it's not, and calling it that. So that's what made me say, you know what, well, I think it's okay to go ahead and eat this as long as I'm not having these mass this same quantities that they were using in the studies, which were huge quantities, very small extract, injecting it in. I'm like, okay, this is not relevant. This is not the same as eating food, so I think I'm okay. And I saw other studies. If you go to nutritionfacts.org, you can see a lot of actual positive studies on soy. And it's not just the traditional fermented soy. That's what the Weston A. Price people tell you. Oh, well, the Japanese, like all these people, like, either eating soy that are in the blue zones, long lives, etc. They're eating fermented soy. You gotta have fermented soy. So a lot of different like underlying issues. Like, it's not the soy, it's this. It's not this, it's that. The thing is a lot of it is the supplements industry. And when you're having these supplement industries run wild, they don't have to test their stuff. They don't have to even disclose the fucking ingredients. Like, let's be real. The supplement industry has been infiltrated so badly by big pharma, basically realizing that, hey, they can do studies on stuff just like with pharmaceuticals, and they can push certain things when what you're usually getting is a product that doesn't work with your body. It doesn't fit. A lot of times they use synthetic or partial nutrients. Like when you see ascorbic acid, I've always believed and heard that it was It's basically the shell of the actual vitamin C molecule, and so you're taking in, you know, this shell of a nutrient, and it's not really, your body gets confused, and it's like, wait, this isn't even real. Where's the rest of it, you know, that we want? Like, science has not figured out so deeply to realize what is in an apple that really is health promoting. It's not just the vitamin C and this and that, you know, it's all of the synergistic things of a whole food plant. That's why whole food plant-based. Even people who are not vegan are all about whole food because it makes sense to eat it the way that God gave us. So supplements, when you're taking this soy protein isolate, which again, I've bought this. I have videos of myself going to Sprouts and buying a little bit of this because it was the only salt-free, fat-free protein powder that I could find. And thankfully I didn't continue that for a long time because that's where you run into the problems. The soy protein isolate is the problem. It's not just like this crazy extract that's correlated to so many things. It's the supplements that have this soy protein isolate in there, but it can cause really, really negative things. You know, it's associated with increasing cancer, thyroid problems, immune problems, autoimmune, brain, bone, and reproductive disorders. So this is not something to take lightly or to fuck with. Like, if you're somebody who's taking protein powder with soy, you should probably reconsider. I definitely think. I don't believe that that's going to be a good thing for you to do on a regular basis. I think if you're vegan and you have one every once in a while, it's not going to, like, kill you if you had to, you know, or if you really felt it was necessary. You know, people get attached to certain things and ideas, and it's like, but I mean, most people who are going to take a supplement like that are going to take it all the time. So I really highly recommend double checking, you know, the protein powder that you have if you're taking that, or protein supplements, or protein bars. Even the Cliff bar, there's a Builder bar, I think it is. I don't think this is in normal Cliff bars. I'm going to double check for sure the next time I think about buying a box, because I've always loved Cliff bars and Cliff bar brand, but anything that I see soy protein isolate, you're out. You're not welcome in my body no more. Defatted soy flour is another name that it could be under in these products. Organic texturized soy, TVP. Again, I used to buy TVP. Not going to do it anymore. It's too altered. Okay, it's not about the soy itself. Although, again, I did read, I think it was Gregor that told me, you know, or 5 servings of tofu is too much. But that goes to me for anything with that much fat in it anyways. I don't want to be eating that much anyways at this point. So the thing that he said, I'm pretty sure it was Gregor, at that point I learned that, you know, after 5 servings a day, you're getting enough fat, you're getting enough whatever, that it's equal to eating meat. It's you're canceling out your benefits of being vegan. So who wants to do that? The benefits of vegan are vast and great. So why would you want to cancel those? Now, does that mean I'm not going to ever eat tofu? Fuck no. Does that mean that I'm not going to eat a whole block of tofu, that I'm going to share it with my boys and, you know, eat other foods with it? Like, one of my favorite meals, easiest weekday meals, go ahead and, you know, slice up your potatoes and throw them in the air fryer, put some tofu in the air fryer, season it up beforehand, whatever you want to do. Oh my gosh, like, so good. You can dip them both in ketchup at the same time, have a nice salad on the side. That is a real deal meal, y'all. Okay, that's going to be perfectly fine. Just don't eat the whole block to yourself every single day and then go have soy protein isolate powder like on top of it. It's like soy. I think tofu itself is less processed. I think maybe if you had some you know, just some random different products that were made of soy that were still relatively pure and simple, then yeah. But when you get into, you know, the more processed something is, the worse. So I see a lot of vegans every day eating tons and tons of, you know, burgers, a burger every day, every week. You know, the best burgers too, like not just the black bean, you know, mostly veggie, like whole grains type of burger, like an actual really, really processed, Impossible, Beyond, every week. They think they're doing something really, really great, and they are for the animals and they are for the environment, But when it comes to your actual health, these products are not health promoting. There's the same amount of salt, chemicals usually, a lot of times, maybe not usually, but you know, it's very difficult to keep the toxins and the chemicals out of the products like this. And some of these new types of things haven't even been studied. So it's not just soy, you know, it's all of this other stuff in combination. And that's what, you know, Dr. McDougall does talk about in this book. It's when you have all these defatted soy protein isolate, this and that, and you're putting it into different products, a lot of times you're just, it's a no-brainer that they're going to be using other products that even make it even worse. So watch out for that stuff. All of these products that it's just like any other processing. You're taking out the good stuff. You're taking out the carbs, the fiber, the nutrients, and the fat and everything out. You're having a process that has been, or a product that has been chemically changed and is no longer what it is. So again, it's not that soy or tofu, you know, is bad. It's that when you process it, just like anything else, sugar, not that bad for you, I would say. If you are somebody who's used to eating high carbs, your body can handle the, you know, that whole insulin issue, and your body's not going to freak out as long as you're healthy. So same thing till you process it. Rice, same thing till you process it. Bread, you know, everything else. When you process it, you're taking out nutrients. Does that mean I don't ever eat white bread? Does that mean I don't ever eat white rice? Of course not. But I definitely make sure I'm limited with other whole foods in my diet. So they're saying the limit is basically 40 grams of soy protein isolate, which is not very much, you guys. And they're saying that at that point, at 40 grams of soy protein isolate, it's worse than cow's milk. So we do need to be careful about this. We do need to, as vegans, you know, be careful about what we're promoting. As, you know, friends and family and everything else, we need to make sure our friends are not being, you know, uneducated. And it's not about being uneducated, because that always a negative connotation, but even me, after 5 years, I'm just getting into this book. I've had this book sitting on my counter, you know, forever, but I just now got to that page, and even after 5 years, like, I don't know. So I just wanted to share this with other people so that you guys could have a balanced view of what's going on. Again, try to slice through that misinformation. So the IGF-1 factor, you guys might have heard about this in relation to meat. This is one of the things that is causing insulin problems. It's insulin growth factor 1. That's what it is. It's correlated definitely to cancer. It's cancer promoting, and it's in the meat, and it's one of the reasons that, you know, you don't eat meat, because it promotes cancer. Insulin growth factor, we're not made to be eating these animals. Period, end of story. Insulin growth factor, not good. Okay, so, and it also affects your aging. It affects everything. So that is equally bad, or if not worse, you know, for soy protein isolate, again, this product that is so taken from its natural state that it no longer even resembles it. It's a different product, you guys. Okay, so that's where I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to be scared to order soy. You know, actually, here's the thing too about soy. I got to throw this in here while we're being open and honest. They've had soy, and I think that everything at Chipotle is actually non-GMO, but I didn't know that for the longest time. So anytime I go out to eat, if I'm, and I still don't eat it at Chipotle, even though I know that it's non-GMO, but I don't eat soy out unless I can help it. Let's say I'm super hungry and I just feel like I have to have it. Yeah, I'll eat it. And I'll do it as a very special treat. But on my normal, you know, month to month purchases out to eat, never doing. Okay, I take that back. Thai Spice does have it in their spring rolls, and it's probably deep fried, so it's probably even worse. So again, moderation, balance, whatever. That's a treat to me. That's a special thing I like to do when I go out with my boyfriend to a meal, you know, and it's like, that is not great for you. It's not ideal, because it's probably GMO as well. Like if I'm having tofu, I'm getting non-GMO or organic tofu at home. And again, limiting it to less than 5 servings. I would say less than 3 or so servings, again, just to watch my fats and everything. So I might have a nice air fried soy sandwich, tofu sandwich. What the hell am I talking about here? But I'm going to be extra specially careful to make sure that the products that I buy, Cliff Bars, Boca Burgers, certain Morningstar Farms products, Smart Dogs, certain vegan cheeses, all of these products, I stay away from them anyways because they are of the same makeup. They are high fat. They're high salt. A lot of them are high chemicals, pollutants. You know, I bought some Life sausage, Smart Life. I don't even know what it is. I bought some of that the other day, and then I realized, oh shit, this doesn't say anything about being GMO free. Like, fuck. Like, why did I buy that? You know, it's hard to be constant, conscious consumer at all times, but I definitely think it's worth it to promote, again, just like you're promoting veganism, I would rather promote products that are fully health beneficial rather than being like, oh yeah, go vegan, when people's health is a lot of times very, very important to them. I mean, it's important to all of us. It's how we're here. It's our reality. So, I think that a lot of vegans, I always say this, a lot of vegans try to say, oh, it's about the animals, it's not about health, but some people go vegan for health. So the animals don't care why you're vegan, but if health is what's going to make you go vegan, then go for it. And one of the things that we have to deal with as vegans, as vegan activists who are trying to get people who we talk to on a regular basis to go vegan, we need to be knowledgeable about and deal with the health side, with the health aspect, with the health issues, because and also I firmly believe, be as healthy as we possibly can to set a good example for veganism. Because if we're unhealthy, consuming all these unhealthy products, having soy powder every day, and then we get cancer, that's not going to do anything for our cause. That's going to deter people, even if you're the most vocal activist, and then you end up this way. You know what I mean? Like, we all need to be aware of the example. Leading by example is actually more important. And I can tell you this, the people who I have turned that have tried veganism, that have gone vegan, like 90% or more, like almost, I want to say like 95% of the people have done it for health reasons because they see that it works for me. Like, this is real deal and it works. And I don't go to the gym all the time. I don't go to the gym hardly at all anymore. I need to probably reevaluate my gym membership. The steam room, oh my gosh, it's just been such bad weather. Like, I feel like at work we can't even have meetings anymore because it's like, oh, such bad weather. So anyway, without getting off on a crazy another tangent, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up because that's pretty much all I wanted to say. What do you guys think? I do feel like the phytoestrogens that are in soy definitely do not mess with our systems. People put that up against it. It's a lot. No, the estrogen that's in your cow's dairy milk, in the actual meat, that is real estrogen, mammalian estrogen that is going to mess up your system. Phytoestrogen is good for you. I think that the phytoestrogens you get from whole soybeans. So that's the thing. Whole soybeans, frozen, organic at Costco, yes. Tofu, plain tofu, whatever other basic tofu products, yes. Again, denatured, dry products sitting on the shelf. It's got to be a product that is basically just tofu or tofu products. What is it? Tempeh. That is just soybeans. Yes, that's still good enough for me. But when I go into even the freezer or the shelves and it's a portion of a numbered collection of, other products that I can't pronounce, then I'm going to pass. Hard pass. Swipe right. Swipe left. Whatever. So let me know again what you guys think. Chime in on this. And if you have any other info to add, please let us know down below. And I hope you guys are having a great day. Don't forget to eat your fruit. And I will talk to you guys real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.